Dana told us about reaching out to you. She was having a hard time finding resources.
Right.
Why did you feel like it was something you should do to respond and help her out?
Well, she sent me an email because I have my email address in my book. My book is titled Scared Silent. And I put it in there purposely so anyone who's going through a domestic violence situation and they need assistance, they can contact me directly. So that's how I heard from her, and that was July 6th.
And so we're talking to her because you actually helped her. Ended up people started responding to her request for services and that sort of
Right.
thing. Is that a passion for you, having lived through what you know other domestic violence survivors have lived through?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I have my own organization called After the Trauma, where we help victims and survivors of domestic violence regardless of where they contact us from. And because she contacted me via email, then what she was requesting, I put it on my listserv of all of the domestic violence agencies and service providers throughout the country. They responded back. It was Reagan Sanford of the Catholic Charities Immigration Services in Little Rock.
Mm-hmm.
She and I started talking, and we were able to refer her to Women and Children First in Little Rock. And with that organization, you don't have to live there in order to get the assistance. And so she's actually going to her first appointment today at 4 o'clock.
All right. And just real quickly, how important is it that women who are survivors of these situations, how important is it that they do have that support network and that support group once they've made the decision to get out of the violent relationship?
Well, that's when the real work starts. Most times, people think that once you're out of a domestic violence situation as a survivor, you should be able to handle it now because the drama or the trauma is no longer available. But now that you're out of it, that's when you need the most help so that you don't go back. You don't fall into that same trap. And support groups offer that because other women talk. You get to hear their stories. You get to relate to them. And then when survivors know that there's another survivor, we really reach out and help each other. We just don't leave each other out there because of the way we were treated when we were victims and then survivors. So anybody that contacts me, I will do everything that I know how to do to put them in contact with services in their area, because sometimes they're so tired of telling their stories over and over again, they just need someone else to pick up the torch and keep running. And that's what I do. I pick up the torch and I keep running until I find them the help that they need.